A great way to get bigger trips faster is if you can pool points with your spouse, family members, or friends for some really luxurious hotel stays. But what exactly are the policies around pooling points? Can you transfer points to someone who isn't traveling with you? What about free night certificates? Can you transfer over your status benefits or earn elite nights if you make a reservation for somebody else? The answers are different with each hotel program. And today, we're going to cover the terms and conditions for each of the big four programs: Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, and IHG. So let's jump right in. So the first hotel chain that we are going to talk about is Marriott, where you can very, very easily combine points with somebody else using the Marriott Transfer Points tool. So if you just Google, how do I transfer points to another member, Marriott, you will be taken to this article, which asks, can I transfer Marriott bonvoy points to another Marriott bonvoy member? And the answer is yes. They don't have to be related to you. They don't have to be family. It can be pretty much anybody. So all you need to do is click read about it here. It will take you to this article with some terms and conditions where you need to make sure you spell everything correctly. I can only imagine the number of problems that I get if you do not fill out the form correctly. So make sure everything is spelled correctly. Make sure that you have had an account for at least 30 days with qualifying activity or 90 days. If you have just opened a Marriott account, do something with it, earn some points, link it up to your Uber account so that you earn some Marriott points that way. Marriott dining, there's a lot of different ways to earn some quick Marriott points. Then you only have to wait 30 days before doing the transfer. If you are not going to do anything with your Marriott account, it has to be sitting there for at least 90 days. So you have to plan a little bit ahead, and you can't just have your player to make a Marriott account that they've never had before and then suddenly transfer points to them. That's not going to work. And you can only receive up to a maximum of 500,000 Marriott bonvoy points per year from other member accounts, so you can't just be churning it through some kind of weird shady business or something, or selling or buying Marriott points from other people. And in order to do this, it's super easy. All you have to do is click on the points transfer tool online, and there is no fee for transferring, which is really nice. However, you cannot transfer miles and elite night credits. So for example, my husband has the Marriott bonvoy boundless card, which comes with a free night certificate every year. I have titanium status. He does not. Whenever we use that certificate, we just kind of have to forego my benefits. I will often tell the Marriott desk, hey, I have titanium. Is there any way we can do this? They'll usually say no, but they'll slide me over some extra drink vouchers or something if it's a nice property. And if you want to click on the points transfer tool, all you have to do is provide the recipient first name and last name, recipient Marriott bonvoy member, confirm their bonvoy number and amount to transfer. This will be from your account, so the person who is doing the transferring needs to log in and do this. And then this is all they need to fill out, checkbox that they've read the terms and conditions, and click transfer now. And it must be a minimum of 1,000 points. But otherwise, super, super easy to do with Marriott. If you are looking to use your points to make a Marriott reservation for somebody else, you will not be traveling with them. It's a little bit more of a process. So you can do this with your points. However, you cannot do this with your free night certificates. And you can only do this up to 5 times in a calendar year. There are a few caveats with this. So 1, you have to call to do this. This you cannot do online. They will not receive your elite benefits. So for example, I'm titanium. I cannot just book a stay for my mom if I'm not going to be with her, and then she receives my titanium free breakfast credits or everything else like that. They will not receive any of your elite benefits if you book the point stay for them. And you will not earn bonvoy miles, elite night credits, or anything else if you are just booking for other people using your account, unfortunately. So that's something to keep in mind, and it's going to go through all of that trouble anyway. It may sometimes make sense to do a points transfer instead, especially if you have lower status than the person you are booking for. Then just transfer points into their account, because if you just book it for them, they're not going to get their elite benefits. If you are just getting started with points and miles, you might be surprised to see how fast you can get a few free nights in a hotel, which often takes less time than earning points for a free flight. All of that and more is outlined in our free course at geobreezetravel.com/free course. It'll take you from level 0 to your first points redemption, and it even has bonus lessons for how to get status with different hotels and airlines quickly, and a free hotel upgrade email template that you can use to get free upgrades and amenities at different hotels. Download the free course at geobreezetravel.com/free course, which you can find in the description box. The next hotel program we're going to cover in terms of pooling and transfer policies is Hilton. Here's what you need to know. The next program we are going to go over is Hilton, which lets you buy, gift, pool, or transfer points. Let's talk about the pooling feature first. So with pooling, you can have a pool of up to 11 people in your pool. So you can have a group of 11 people, you can have a family of 11 people, all putting your points into a single pool. These are all the terms and conditions, which basically say it transfers at a 1-to-1 rate. Increments must be in increments of 1,000 points. You can transfer up to 500,000 points into the pool, and one person can receive up to 2 million points in a calendar year. So pretty simple. You just need to add in the other pool members and their email addresses, and also their accounts need to be active for 30 days before you can start pooling. Hilton will also let you gift or transfer points. Gifting is basically you just buy points, but it goes into somebody else's account, whereas transferring is it's already in your account and you want to move the points to somebody else's account. Gifting points is pretty easy. Just click on Hilton, gift some points. How many points do you want to gift? Here's how much it will cost, and then who you want to send it to. Make sure you have their Hilton honors number. That's really all that you need to know, other than you can purchase up to 80,000 Hilton points in a calendar year. This doesn't code as a Hilton stay or travel or anything like that. It just counts as a miscellaneous purchase, so keep that in mind when you're deciding what credit card to use in order to buy points. Now, if we're talking about transferring points, you can select how many points you want to transfer over. And again, all you need is the person's first name, last name, Hilton's honors number, and email address. They don't need to be related to you or anything like that. They don't have to be part of your pool. But here is the fine print. Hilton honors members can transfer Hilton honors points to another member through points pooling or one-on-one transfer increments in increments of 1,000 points and up to 500,000 points. Each Hilton honors member is limited to sending no more than 500,000 points and receiving up to 2 million points via points pooling or transfers combined per calendar year. So you cannot do 2 million through the transfers, 2 million through pooling. It's just going to all count. Each Hilton honors member is limited to making 6 transfers to other members and 6 Hilton points pooling transactions per calendar year. Invitations to join a points pool is not considered transactional. Transactions refer to the transfer of points to another member of the account either through one-on-one account transfers or through points pooling. Any points beyond these limits will not be posted to any member's account. Limits are the sole discretion of Hilton Honors Worldwide LLC, subject to change. Also, make sure that if somebody just started a Hilton account, once again, a Hilton Honors member can pool, transfer, or receive points 30 days after enrolling, providing that they have activity on their account. And again, it's really easy to just earn some Hilton points by linking up a credit card to Hilton Dining, buy something through the Hilton shopping portal, link it up to Lyft if you want to do that, because you can earn Hilton points that way too. And that is how you can transfer, gift, or pool points with Hilton. If you're liking these types of videos where we dive into the terms and conditions of different loyalty programs that you might otherwise not know about, please be sure to let me know by clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel for even more strategies on how to make the most out of your points and miles. And if there are any particular airlines where you'd like to see this type of analysis too, please let me know which ones you'd like to see in the comments. When it comes to hotels, certain credit cards make it really easy to get free nights or status. This can include the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless to get a free Marriott night, the Hilton Aspire to get a free Hilton night plus top tier status, the IHG Rewards card to get a free IHG night, or the World of Hyatt card to get a free Hyatt night and spend your way to top status even if you're completely new to the Hyatt program. If you're looking to get some free hotel nights with your next credit card sign up, but you're not sure what card to get, we do offer free credit card consultations at geobreezetravel.com/consultations. And we'll provide you with a personalized recommendation based on your particular goals, budget, and lifestyle. You can get the free consultation by going to geobreezetravel.com/consultations or by clicking on the link in the description box. Not all hotel chains are created equal when it comes to pooling points. Here's what you need to know about IHG. And now we talk about IHG, where for some reason they are the only points program that actually charges you to do points transfers to family members or friends. So you can transfer IHG points using this transfer points page, but they are going to charge you $5 per 1,000 points. That can really add up. So I would just avoid doing this with IHG points. So rather than transferring your IHG points over to somebody else's account, which is going to incur an additional fee, you could just book for somebody else using your points. The only way to do that though is you have to make a booking through the IHG website or their app or something by yourself, and then you add the other person as a secondary, and then you just don't show up. So for example, if I wanted to book something for my mom, I would just put both of our names on the reservation. She would show up, and I wouldn't, to redeem the reservation. It's not the smoothest process, so once again, I don't really recommend doing this with IHG. Upon searching this with other blogs on the points guy, they said that if you wanted to try to use an IHG free night certificate on your account for somebody else, you should still be present during the stay to avoid having your account reprimanded, which completely goes against the whole spirit of I just want to gift this certificate to somebody else. So again, just don't do this with IHG. We have one last tutorial for you, and that's how to use Hyatt's program to pool points and also let your friends and family experience top-tier benefits when you make bookings for them. And that's coming up next. If you have any questions about any of these programs, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you have a particular points trip that you're trying to plan, but you're not sure how to go about it, each month we also have group coaching where you can ask me any questions that you have about earning more points, redeeming points, or credit cards. Like questions about the kind of stuff that I can't really talk about on Instagram or YouTube. You can sign up by going to patreon.com/geobreezetravel or by clicking on the link in the description box. Alternatively, if you're a business owner or individual who spends more than $100,000 a year, we would love to chat with you about our points portfolio management offer, where we can show you how to get some really incredible luxury flights and hotels with the amount of points that you can earn with that level of spend. This next tutorial is going to be really useful for you as well if you want to book special trips for your staff, clients, or for yourself by using Hyatt Globalist perks. You can book a free intro chat with us to learn more at geobreezetravel.com/intro call. And now, here's what you need to know about pooling points and transferring points with Hyatt. So if you want to combine points or transfer points to somebody with World of Hyatt, you can do that. There's not an easy online form to do it like with Marriott. You have to Google World of Hyatt points combining form, print this thing out, fill it out, scan it back in, email it, or physically mail it to the addresses down here. So it's very much from the early 2000s, but you are allowed to do this every 30 days. And then there's some more terms and conditions down here. And as far as booking for somebody else with Hyatt, you can do that. And it is most advantageous to do that if you have globalist status, because one of the key benefits with globalist status is guest of honor. They have very little information about this on their actual website, where it just says share your in-hotel benefits with your guest of honor when gifting an eligible award. So what does that even mean? There are quite a few articles on the internet written about this. We're going to go over this one, written by 1 Mile at a Time. So with guest of honor, if you have globalist status, you can make bookings for other people and they will be treated like they have globalist status as well, even if they have never been to a Hyatt hotel before in their life. And this would count for both point stays and free night certificate stays. So if you wanted to book something for your parent or a friend from out of town or a sibling or something like that, they would get your globalist suite upgrade upon availability, late checkout at 4 p.m., free breakfast, all of those different globalist perks. So like 1 Mile at a Time says, the guest of honor benefits only available on free night stays. It can't be applied on cash bookings or points plus cash bookings. So keep that in mind too. You cannot apply suite upgrade awards to the guest of honor booking, so you can't book a standard room through guest of honor and then put your suite upgrade awards on top. Those are the guaranteed award certificates that you get when you reach certain milestones, like 50 nights or 60 nights in a calendar year with Hyatt. So that cannot be used for guest of honor bookings, unfortunately, but you can use this for free night certificates. So you get one of those just with your credit card, and you can get another one. You can get another one when you stay at least 30 nights with Hyatt within a calendar year. You get a category 1 through 7 certificate, so pretty much any hotel when you stay 60 nights in a calendar year. And you don't have to be staying with the guest when you do these guest of honor benefits. So you can't use this at small luxury hotels or MGM properties. There are some limitations, and it doesn't look like there's a limit for how often you can book these. So if you just have millions of points in your account, you could book these for like salespeople who are working for you, or if you have a business and you have a lot of clients who are coming into town to visit you, you could book these stays for clients. You could book them for your staff, use them as client gifts or incentives for different people who are working for you. So there are different uses for the guest of honor perk. I hope you found those tutorials useful. Viewer suggestions on future topics are always welcome, so please let me know in the comments if there are any other points topics that you would like for me to make a video on. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, I think you will enjoy this video next.